Hey guys, good morning and welcome back to the stream. It's Monday, November 16th. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I'm watching ATHE right now on my second screen. This thing is rocketing in all sorts of positions. I was thinking about just getting into it, but I kind of missed this first little run up here and I didn't feel like buying on this green candle, or near the highs of this green candle, I should say, because I was watching this one at first, and then I was a little bit late to the game. So, and then lately, buying these pullbacks just hasn't been working out that well. So you want to get aggressive soon, and that's why I didn't buy this pullback here. Yeah, Augustin, I'm still holding KCAC and GE. Those are really nice swing trades right now. So we have GE at 669, and right now it's at 9.6. That's a $1,400 profit, and we're holding KCAC with that entry at 1446, and right now it's at 1985. Actually, right now pre-market it's over 20, so that's looking really good. Yeah, I might close out KCAC today. I really like the board of directors. I could see myself buying this one again, but this wasn't an investment. This was a trade, a swing trade. And right now, KCAC, I mean, we're up getting close to 50% on KCAC. So taking some profits off the table is probably the way I want to treat this one. ADT, I'm still red on. HYLN, I'm red on. And then HCAC, Hennessy Cap Acquisition Corp. This one, I'm also red on. We did 3 trades already so far, HPR, CBAT, and ATHE, but all of which are green, but very slightly. So it wasn't really the craziest pre-market. I had some red trades as well, but a little bit of a cushion there feels kind of good, especially because last week was such a one step forward, 1.2 steps back all week long. So let's see if we smooth it out here a little bit today, or at least turned in the right direction. On KCAC, honestly, at first I was thinking like a break of 20 would be a nice place to take profits. It hit a pre-market high of like 21. I wouldn't mind of taking profits in that area. I wouldn't mind of doing that. I didn't take profits, unfortunately, on KCAC above 20. Looking back, I probably would have. I don't know what's going to happen with this one. It could easily run past 20. Maybe even to 22, but I would be pretty happy taking profits here. So if we can take some profits at 21 or so, I don't think it's a bad idea. We'll see how it goes. I got some alerts on it. See if we start breaking higher. Put another alert here. Yeah, GE's struggling right here at the 10. GE's in my 969. GE's in my Roth IRA account. This is one of those tickers I would not mind holding a bit longer. GE definitely has some bigger resistance right around 10. This is kind of that key zone. I'm not totally sure if we're going to break through that. So taking profits around 10 would probably be a nice idea. If we could run past 10, my next target would probably be somewhere between this kind of 1120 zone and this zone where we had kind of a bit of a drop off, which is like 1088. So that would be kind of my second target if I wasn't going to take profits here at 10, which I would probably feel comfortable with because I'm totally fine with holding GE a little bit longer. Yeah, this is like a 40% gain. You could tell I have a smaller size on GE. Right now, KCAC is making a nice little pullback here. I could easily see this one having a continuation. It could pull back to 18 or so, and then maybe break out past 22, and maybe hit a high here of, I don't know, between 23 and 24. I would absolutely not be surprised. So we'll see what happens. Right now, a little bit more selling volume. Overall buy volume is a little bit lighter on KCAC right now. Pre-market. Yeah, so I might be watching some of these swing trades out of the gate, see if I want, specifically KCAC, see if I want to close it maybe. I'm not totally sure. I might hold on to it for a little bit longer, but HPR and ATHE are really the two I want to be watching. CI kind of popping up here out of nowhere. Let's see. Earnings looks like. Quarterly 3 results. 36, 40%. Nice fast mover there. At the 130%, HPR around 70, so 130, 70. Those are important percentage gains to remember for a little bit. ATHE popping up here again, guys. Could use a little bit more buy volume. There was a lot of selling it had in that last failed breakout candle. PLTR, yeah. That's been a hectic one. ATHE could be setting up for another breakout here past 2.8. I'm not totally sure if I want to be on board with this one. 5 minute looks really good. 1 minute, a little skeptical on it. Let's see if ATHE has another little pop here. Not super optimistic. Now it looks a bit more like a failed breakout. Could easily reverse though, who knows? Had a lot of volume pop up in that last kind of sideways price action. Look at 260. Look at that huge support at 260. It's getting chipped away a little bit, but... Somebody's clearly accumulating here. This could be a nice one out of the gates. A little pop to the upside once the market opens. Only clean banger. Sorry about Streamlabs. I was setting it up. I don't think I properly set it up, so I think today we're gonna have some issues with it for sure. I'll go ahead and make it stop being so mean to you. I just gotta go in the settings. Stream. You weren't even really doing anything wrong. Yeah, I see what's going on. I'm gonna turn it off, guys. Don't worry about that chat bot right now. A lot for me to learn. I was trying to do some demo testing on it, and it wasn't really working. All right, I changed some settings on it. If that doesn't fix it, then I'm just gonna turn it off. I'm sorry, guys, but I guess growing pains. We got to learn a little bit here how this thing works. This is there's a few cool modules it does. Like if you ask certain questions, it should go off as well. I think that could help us, but I don't know. I guess it'll be a little bit of a playing session here. I'm all down for that, Mika. Joe's wondering if you should buy ATHE pre-market. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, clearly at 2.4, it's seeing a lot of support. I would keep an eye out for that support level, but I'm not going to just blindly be buying this one and holding on. I'm just going to be, trading price action and buying momentum. So that's what I'm going to be looking for with ATHE and HPR. Overall, the markets, guys, SPY is up 1%. It's a nice little pop to the upside today. VIX is just neutral. Bitcoin's up a little bit, 16 point almost 5. That's insane, man. It's been doing really, really good. So yeah, SPY just can't stop, won't stop over here. I wonder if it's going to go through that high of 364 again. Right now it's at 361 with a high of 363 pre-market. So markets are going to be opening green. Just keep that in mind. All right, Mika, thanks for the cup of coffee, man. Thanks for the $4. I really, really do appreciate that. Appreciate it a lot. That's a good point, actually, with the travel tickers. Jets is up here at a high of 21. It's like a 5% pop to the upside. Man, Jets is just, oh, I would have loved to throw this in my IRA account. I even had a limit order out for it. It was right below 16. I was looking for a dip into the 15s. That would have been a beautiful run. So this is looking really good, guys. All right, 1 second here. Whiskey, not coffee. All right. What time we got? 9:16. Still got plenty of time. Again, lead gappers here. Really Jets. ATHE at the moment and HPR. HPR making a little bit of a move again. Let's go ahead and review these tickers. Calm down. Right now, if you do over 15 caps, Streambot doesn't like it a lot. I might have to change that, but let's see if we can use under 15. That's like, oh, you know what? I'll do 16 because 16 is how many tickers we need. So actually, I'll do 17. Like that's 4 tickers you could technically post. But yeah, apologize for that. This is almost comedic because it's just constantly. It's like if you have like a sub in high school and your sub's like really strict for no reason and everyone's just getting upset with this sub. That's kind of what this feels like right now. I apologize, guys. Hold up. ATHE guys popping to the upside. Nice move there. Decent volume coming in. Long 1,000 shares. Pulling back a little harder than I would have liked. But minute's not over yet. Decent volume. Small position size. Looking for that break over 75. That's my goal. Quick pullback here. Could average up. See how it goes. A lot of sellers there at 270. Holding this area okay. A little slow on my computer right now. $269, watching it. Slower break. Just trying to buy this breakout a little bit here. Increase my position size. Bought for a breakout here. Looking for that break of 74, 75. I like the volume was looking really healthy there. Oops. Yeah, didn't get the breakout I was looking for. I'm not going to keep holding it, which is kind of unfortunate. Small win there. Could have been a little bit better. Didn't get the breakout past 275 that I was looking for. No, I don't think I sold KCAC. Did you see it sell? Nope, I'm still long KCAC. Again, apologize, calm down. You can definitely type again. Just remember, keep it under, I think it's 17 right now. Max caps, 4 tickers. You know what, actually let me increase that again. So if the average ticker is 4, let's just do 20. You do 5 tickers as a max. 5 normal length tickers. All right. ATHE is trying again here. It's been unfortunate that we didn't get away the first time. Could be that break of 75. Australian, ATHE is an Australian biotech, 13 million float. Alterity Therapeutics Limited, 25 million market cap. They announced approval of US patent for next generation components to treat neurodegenerative diseases. Sounds like a pretty good catalyst. So that's what I'm keeping an eye on right now. HPR. We'll review this one in a second. It's still selling off. Now I'm going to the daily on ATHE. We have huge support right around here at like 115. And then today we're bouncing off that. We broke past 2, holding the highs at 2. Well, not even, because we broke all the way to like 2.5. And then we are holding that area. We pulled back to that area and we broke all the way at the final high of like 4.2. So right around this resistance here. And then, like I said, we're kind of pulling back to this 2.5 zone. That seems to be the really critical area right around here, 2.5. So let's see if we get a little bit more continuation on this ticker for now. It's owned by shorts. Yeah, there's a lot of shorts on it. BBVA or CBAT. I don't know. I would honestly be very careful with both those tickers, specifically CBAT. To me, it's a little bit overextended, but you know, it's holding these areas 7.2, but it's had a multi-day run. I don't know. In terms of investing, if that's what you're saying, I'm not really sure. Or if you're talking about day trading, I'd be following price action, and day trading, I'd be rather looking at ATHE and HPR. Yeah, BBVA has pretty much zero volume at this point. Calm down's playing with fire. That bot's probably staring at you. Let me practice a command here. Doesn't look like it worked. Lot to learn. Oh, it did work. Just took a while. Yeah, well, it's not too fancy. Okay, ATHE guys. Making moves higher again. Could have, should have, would have held this one, huh? That breakout was looking good at first. HPR is still selling off while ATHE is, although small, it's making some moves to the upside here. G-Tech. Let's check out this one. I haven't looked at GTech since I think last week. Well, obviously last week, but early last week. A little move on Friday. I wasn't really watching this one too much. No, today I'm not watching GTech. GTech's had a really solid multi-day run. I was not expecting this from GTech, to be honest. This is quite impressive. Having that huge resistance right now. Probably between like 7.5 and 8. Right now it's kind of chilling on this support zone at 6. Would not want to see that crack. That's what I'd be careful with. All right, guys, we got another minute here before the market opens. Let's go ahead and make sure we have all our buttons set up right. Time 4, so I'm going to move it to day. I got 1,000 shares ready to go on ATHE. Would like to probably go to a full size, about 2,000 shares, and then HPR. I got about 3. You know, I'd probably do 500 shares on this one to start, and then especially in these prices, sold off a little bit. HPR, we'll see what this one could do. Would like to see a move all the way to 10, so I'm going to keep an eye on for something like that. Right now we have some bigger support right under 6, so I'm not sure how much more it's going to dip. Good luck, everyone. ATHE is popping to the upside. That one's on my second screen, so let's see what happens. Good luck. ATHE popping up here, lead gapper for sure. ATHE, possible bounce of VWAP. Boom! ATHE just broke that critical $3 zone. I'm watching that area really closely. Nice. Congrats to anyone riding this one. Talk about selling too soon pre-market at 2.7, huh? That was a 23% rally to the upside. Beautiful. Let's see if it holds its high at all. It has that pre-market high 3.5 and then 4. Those are critical spots. 4.2. $3 coming into support, watching it, breaking 3 a little bit. Order canceled here, 260. Might end. This might get halted here. I'm a little nervous with the halt. That's why I'm not trading it. I had a limit order at 73. I would have got filled if I left it. No trades yet on the open for me. Nice bounce on HPR. Yeah, it could have been a good little trade. Up 7%, nice little pop there. Was a little bit nervous with that pullback. It could have halted, but you know, that's a 20% dip off the highs. But technically with that 5-minute average, kind of brings it back to the average. I should have put more strength into that. HPR might break 550. That's a critical spot. Yup, there it goes. CBAT, interesting open there, huh? Shoots up and then sells off. ATHE making moves again. No trades yet for me. Market's doing all right. Quick pullback. Possible breakout move on ATHE, small size. Looking for that break of 3-4. Oh, almost took profits there. Took profits, now I did. Entry at 322, sold at 331. Luckily, I was able to get out. That was a very quick trade. That trade was like 5 seconds long, maybe, I don't know. That was hectic. Small size still here for me. Remember guys, look to the left on ATHE. This one has a lot of times, it was very hard for this one to hold its highs. So this would be a lower low here if we did not break past 3.5. So I was looking for that break of 3.4 and it didn't do it. CBAT's the second biggest dollar volume on the day here. ATHE trying again for that 3-4 breakout. Big wicks on this one. 3-4 looks like it's chipping away. Buying near the highs on ATHE is definitely a little risky with these huge wicks to the downside. I mean, you're risking like 10% flushes at all time, 20% even. So it's not very advisable, I feel like, trading this one right now. And this thing often dips like 20% or so. It's very not uncommon. NIO. Yeah, good call on NIO. We had a nice little pullback here, nice little breakout there. 5-6% run. That's impressive. This one had a high at 54. Now it's back in still a totally unreasonable price range in my eyes, but this thing could continue here past 44. I'd probably look for a pullback closer to VWAP or 9 EMA between 42.6 and 43. Man, ATHE is just all over the place right now. I'd be freaking super nervous. If you're totally new here, don't forget, we go live every morning starting at 9, and then we come out with a trading recap. Definitely consider subscribing. We'd love to have you join the community. We're all here to learn together. Whew. All right, let's keep going here. What are we going to find? Still, I would say most of my attention is on ATHE. I just find it a little bit shaky to trade overall. Could be having another sell-off as well. HPR looks like it found maybe a bit of a bottom here. I've got to say I'm a little disappointed with HPR. USA Oil and Gas Company with that $376 merger with BCEI Bonanza Creek. 2 million flow, 13 million market cap. So it's a big merger agreement, but it's not a very actively traded ticker. Nice, Dennis. Congrats, man. The open was mad hectic on ATHE. I wanted to buy that initial move to 2.6. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, huh? It's lacking a little bit of confidence for sure. ATHE is going to try again here, but volume's been fading. I'd be a little skeptical. Wow, HPR, almost a full-on red to green move. Needs to go a little higher, but very impressive. Buy volume really came out on that one. Oops. It's almost Christmas. Yeah, fair enough. HPR is approaching really big resistance on the 5-minute. Just watch out. I think HPR just got halted. Or is that just my computer that's not showing anything? Last entry shows 41.27. Is HPR halted? Yep, it looks like it's halted. Usually there's always a message on the news, bottom left of the screen. This time there wasn't, so I wasn't totally sure. Nice bounce though. I was looking to buy some originally at like 5.5. I probably would have got stopped out, so in the end it's probably a good idea. But man, if we waited for that crack of 5.4 or 5.5 and buying in the 5.4s, we'd be risking about 3% and 16% bounce. So that would have been a good trade. ATHE just broke that critical 3-4 zone. Wow. Still a little skeptical trading this one though at these areas. Uh-oh. Looks like it might dip here, guys. Yep. Be careful. We've seen this thing go down 30%, 20 to 30%. Woo! There's 20. There's 20% right there. My God, that is just such a sketchy ticker. HPR is going to open up at 46.27. I mean 10. Sorry, I was in European time. 10:26. I mean 9:26. Oh man, I'm all over the place. 9:26. 27. AHT popping up here. Looks like a real Riad. Hotel Riad. Makes sense that it's up. Probably has a freaking nice dividend. 16, yeah, that's insane. That is an insane dividend. Unfortunately, the stock price has been going down pretty consistently, so the dividend doesn't help you at all. ATHE dipping again, guys. Hardly, we could use all the help we can get. Let me know if you got any ideas for the Streamlabs as well, the chatbot. I was just playing around with some settings over the weekend, but I definitely am amateur hour 1000 on it. ATHE, really nice pop here to the upside. Was thinking about buying around 2.8, but was a little bit slow. That's a good idea, Brent. Everyone can specialize in certain tasks. I'll have to customize it a lot more for sure. ATHE finding low volume. CBAT finding some support at 725. KCAC had a bit of a red to green move as well. Had a huge dip there at the open, 12% dip actually. That's no joke. So I'm going to hope that this one has a little bit of continuation here. Let's see what happens. Right now is a risky time for ATHE for sure. One of those low volume areas consolidating right below 9 EMA, potentially downtrending stock. It could easily crack 2.8 here. Another play would be looking for the breakout of 9 EMA back above VWAP, but that's a really high risk trade in my eyes. Could happen. Not saying it's not going to happen, just harder to manage your risk if in that kind of situation, because you might get stuck in a flash. So we'll see what happens here, 292. Let's see if this gets stripped away. Jason, if you're looking to swing trade ATHE, I'd be careful because it looks like a lot of the last days it had big green day spikes to the upside. It actually ended up not holding its highs. So be careful if you're swing trading this one. Nice move there on ATHE back to 3. Got a stop loss of 272. Nice, nice, nice. All right, guys, I turned Streamlabs off for now, just to give us a little bit more, I don't know. Beta round was over, let's just say. It's nice testing something new out, though. It's good fun. Jason, just a heads up here. When you say swing, that means you're holding a trade over 24 hours. I think you might have confused that. There's day trading, which is intraday trading, which you're doing right now, I think, with ATHE, and there's swing trading, where you're looking to hold multiple days and multiple months. Yeah, yeah, no stress. Fair enough. But yeah, day trading is anything within the trading hours, and then swing trades if you hold it overnight. Nice. ATHE, solid breakout there. I like how it's holding its highs here. I'd still be a little bit nervous with this ticker overall. That's why I wasn't trading it. But, traditionally, I do like these kind of, triple double bottoms and then looking for that move to the upside. I probably, knowing myself, I would have probably sold this one as soon as it touched the 9 EMA. So interesting activity, though, we're seeing here. Oh, nice, Wild Boys. Let us know which one you pick. And Solo was it's very questionable, the fact that it was even up so much. Ariel, I would be looking for an entry on Jets at one point. I'd missed the entry at a lower spot on JETS, ETF for airlines. But I would like a Jets swing trade for sure. Mika, I feel you on that one. Totally. 9:55, guys. I haven't done a trade now since like 9:35. Haven't really been convinced on a lot of these setups. Maybe ATHE at around 2.8, where Jason got in. That was actually a pretty sweet entry, but I wasn't feeling super confident about it. CBAT breaking out here at the 9 EMA, looking good. Still below VWAP, but starting to reverse a little bit at least. Technically, this thing never really dipped more than, let's see here, 9% from pre-market highs. It's actually quite a bullish sign. CBAT could be on its way for a move to VWAP, or yeah, let's see what that happens. Oh yeah, it's Micah. Sorry, Micah. It's so weird saying Micah because that's my cousin's name and it's spelled so differently. So I'm like, there's no way your name is Micah. That's gonna take a while for me to relearn. 250. CBAT is struggling with the volume though. Very light here, but I think more people are looking at it now. It's getting darker and darker in this room. If I just disappear on the screen at one point, don't be too surprised. Yeah, like I totally feel you on that. CBAT having a bit of a pullback here. This could be an opportunity. Nice, Jonathan. Happy to see you again. Yeah, ATHE was really the winner today. CBAT might do a VWAP attempt here. That's kind of why I'm curious on this ticker at the moment. Gaining some momentum here at 555. Could break out. Not a bad move on CBAT. I really do think we're going to see at least a touch of VWAP, maybe a nice little move through it. Volume is so light though. And we had that two last failed attempts near VWAP. This is more of a risky trade, and that's why I'm not super stoked about it. But I do think there's a decent chance we're going to see a move to 75. There we go. Wow, boys, I feel you on that. You just don't want to get into it late. I think this pullback might be already late. Let's see what happens. Oh man, I'm way too pessimistic on CBAT right now. Way too pessimistic. Badoom! Mike has got a point, coming in there with the facts. ATHE is doing so much consolidation right now. I wouldn't want to touch this with a 10-foot bull at the moment, but it's tempting because it at least makes decent percentage moves all the time. While CBAT, even with, you know, this perfect pullback here and that move here, that's only a 4% move. I mean, that's, you know, 4% is 4%, but, you know, it's nowhere near like the 20% moves on ATHE in like pretty much one candle. It's insane. UAVS flying under the radar. Let's see. Yeah, it really is. It's not on my radar. Yeah, it's because it's a bit of a slow mover here. It's only up 6% today. SUNW. I like the constant uptrend on SUNW. I think that'd probably be my favorite part. Just broke above big resistance here. Feel like I'm coming a little bit late to the party on SUNW. Eight big 5-minute green candles in a row. Well, the first candle wasn't that big, so more like 7 big 5-minute green candles in a row, but 8 candles overall. Calm down. It makes sense. It's tempting. It's like, what's that Greek mythology character, like Medusa or something, where you want to look, but you know you shouldn't, so you don't even want to get close to it. That's what ATHE was doing to me. Well, boys, is that on TD? Orpheus. Look at this, coming in with the Greek mythology right away. Dang, that one's super off topic. Okay. Some relationship financial manager I see here. Oh boy. Harley, really good reminder there for everybody for sure. ATHE dipping here a bit. SUNW, definitely not a bad call out on this one. I kind of wish I was looking at it a bit sooner, but at the same time, I feel like maybe I would have not acknowledged it either back then. I don't know, it's a little bit tough to say how I would have treated this one. 18% up today is not really too much. Big dip there on ATHE. SUNW selling off now too. CBAT, nice breakout here of VWAP. This is what we were talking about for a while now. I'd be very nervous buying that for first. Man, I really want to trade CBAT. Nice. CBAT making nice moves here. Should have kept a closer eye on it. $8 is big resistance there. Be careful, guys, buying a pullback on CBAT because that could be the last. Thanks, James. $10.07. Would really like to snag at least a few more trades. Feel like I didn't do too much today. I was definitely not aggressive enough on CBAT on this move. I unfortunately came late to the party on this one. I wasn't really watching it until we broke VWAP. It's a bit of a mistake on my end. Yeah, James, is exactly why I've yet to trade CBAT now. Although technically this pullback it just did to the VWAP and the 90 EMA with big increasing volume literally fits my playbook like to the T. So it's kind of painful not to trade this one, but this one's I've been caught on this one on the wrong side, and I don't know. Just kind of lose a little bit of enthusiasm for tickers like this. Not to mention I just had a big wicked flush here right here on the left first shoulder, so. Trading it early would have been the play, but then I missed it. RIDE. Yeah, Ride's up 10% today. It's really, really solid. Man, BioNTech, guys, down 13% today. I knew this one was going to be down when that 94 or 95% news came out from Moderna. But yeah, this is pretty bad sell-off. And you know, the problem with BioNTech, it's obviously overly weighted here on the coronavirus vaccine. So this is definitely going to be affecting the stock price quite severely. Not to mention the Moderna vaccine is much easier. Yeah, 94.5% efficiency. It's much easier to transport as well. It doesn't have to be nearly as cold, like -2 Fahrenheit compared to -90 Fahrenheit. Some difference like that. It's insane. BioNTech did look like it find a little bit of support near high 90s, so that was a really solid bounce off of BioNTech, 5%, not too shabby. I'm really not too interested in a lot of the small caps right now. I'm still got ATHE on my second screen, but right now I'm looking at some of the EV companies, just getting an idea of what's been going on with them. Tesla's really kind of maintaining this area, hasn't really seen too much action lately, which is, you know, probably pretty nice if you're at the company. It feels like, ooh, okay, let me get back to work a little bit. Toyota Motors, solid move here. This could break 145 at one point. It looks like it's really setting itself up for that break at 145. NIO NIO might have finally had that blow off top. I'd be really careful here, guys. The biggest volume candle has been red. Last time we had the biggest volume candle here that was red, we had 2 days that moved up a little bit, and then we kept on selling off. Right now, NIO, is having this little bit of a, what it looks like based on the volume, a bit of a dead cat bounce. So be careful if you're long NIO. Yeah. GM had a nice breakout at 40. XPEV is just crazy how strong this one has been. Same with Plug. Plug has been baffling me a little bit as well here. Look at this. This is an insane move, huh? NKLA, this double bottom formation it has, oftentimes referred to as Adam and Eve in this setup specifically. This is actually a very bullish formation. I haven't really stayed up to date with NKLA in the last 3 weeks. I'm not sure if any major news came out, but if you are long NKLA about the company, this would actually be an interesting time to maybe look into it, because this formation indicates that there's huge support. If you guys are not totally sure what the Adam and Eve formation looks like, this is it, where there's a fairly aggressive spike to the downside. There's a bit of a bounce that kind of looks like a dead cat bounce. And then there's a bit of a round bottom. Then we break out from that round and bottom back to the upside. Now, quickly memorize this or look at this and keep it in mind. And then if we just go back over to MKLA, you can kind of see that same situation here. We had an aggressive sell-off. We had a big bounce, which kind of looked like it was a dead cat bounce here with big resistance. We're having a bit of a round bottom here. So maybe we're going to see move back to 30 or so, which would be a 30% rally from the current price. Not too bad. So NKLA Adam and Eve pattern. Let's see what comes out of it. No, I'm not really looking at GME. I was curious about GME because it's constantly making news and had a really nice rally from the lows, but I would personally like to be a customer myself and really understand their business model more to swing trade this one or invest in it. If you are personally a believer in their business model and you like how that company is run, and then you do your due diligence, I would probably go for it if you like what you're seeing. I personally don't know enough about it myself. I was swing trading it on the way to the upside, which was really nice. Unfortunately, I kept on closing my positions a little bit too quickly. I was more or less day trading it, but yeah, I mean this move here was really impressive. 200+% move, really nice. A little nervous right now with HYLN. I'm looking for that break of 25, but we're not really getting it. Still would have kind of wanted to sell before that the news came out about it or their report, but wasn't able to close my position ahead of time. I was a little bit too conservative. RIDE, or not aggressive enough with my exit. That's really what it is. Workhorse having a huge bounce off of 15, really nice. Congrats anyone along that one. LTHM, impressive move here. Livent Corporation, it's a USA specialty chemicals company. Manufactures and sells performance lithium batteries, lithium-based batteries, specialty polymer and chemical synthesis of apps in North America, Latin America, Europe, and the Middle East, Africa, and the Asian Pacific. So obviously lithium is a very important compound in battery grade or battery rechargeable batteries. I find it quite interesting that, you know, it's a little off topic here, but just stumbling across, you know, lithium ore and then, you know, one day realizing what it could be used for is quite interesting. I know if I was hiking, the last thing I would be thinking about is like, oh yeah, you can make a battery out of this. Very cool. Still watching ATHE. Volume has pretty much disappeared on that ticker. It was quite interesting at the open, but right now it's just a fraction of its glory days from 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not sure if we're going to get any more day trades in. At the moment, I'm not really too interested in what we're seeing here, but CBAT is another opportunity for sure to some extent, but you know, the CBAT didn't actually end up flushing too bad. I thought we were going to maybe have a pullback here, maybe a dead cat bounce, and then, you know, a wicked move to the downside. But we actually only had this red candle here, which is only a 3.5% dip. It really never ended up being too bad of a crash, surprisingly. Lithium mining, BTRYF, OTC. HPR died off a little bit, unfortunately. It is kind of making a good 5-minute setup here, and I don't want to just point it out because we were just talking about it, but again, kind of forming one of those classic Adam and Eve patterns where you have a vicious sell-off, you have a bounce, and then you have a little bit of a rounded bottom. This is not perfect, but you know, maybe we'll see this start having a little bit of a reversal here, see if it holds its highs. SUNW tried to hold his highs here pretty well. Had that bigger flush right when we started looking at it, and then nice little decent bounce here. 3%, it's okay. Not bad. OTC company like that could just rip, even if the company never ends up even doing anything. Just got to remember to take profits when you have them. Also, it's probably hard to enter and exit this company because the volume's so light here. You would have to place the limit order and pretty much just pray to baby Jesus that it works out. Yeah, throwing $1,000 in it and just seeing what happens. I mean, heck, could easily have $2,000 the next day. You just never know, or the next month, or be down 50%. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's kind of fun to do a trade like that. Honestly, swing trading some of these EV companies today is almost a little bit more interesting than what we've been seeing today. AYRO hitting this big resistance at roughly $4. It's a little bit light here on the volume, so I wouldn't expect this one to maintain this upwards trend just because the volume here is super, super light. And it looks like to break some big resistance, this thing needed a lot of volume. Jared. Forgot I had solo. That's happened to me once before with the Tigger. And I think it's happened to everybody. We're just like, oh man, what is this up or down in my account? Thanks, Fortnite. I'll take it as a compliment. Really, a bit of a slow Monday, I would say overall. I think a lot of eyes, guys, are on mRNA, Moderna, with that 94.5% corona efficiency. That's huge. That's really, really big. So I think that's where a lot of eyes are shifting to today. And I'm not really too surprised. Overall, the market isn't really responding too much. Probably because it might be a little bit extended here. I don't know. I'm always a little bit nervous when fairly good news comes out and nothing moves too much that's supposed to move. Makes me feel a little bit like we're at a super high or something like that. Man, Pfizer was not able to hold its high as well. First, the CEO news comes out where the CEO sells 60% of his shares after the vaccine news comes out. That was really not good. Probably a lot of people lost some faith in the leadership a little bit. And then you have right afterwards Moderna coming out with their vaccine, which is doing even better, which is like, uh-oh. Then again, Pfizer is a huge company, and the coronavirus is just a very small part of the overall what Pfizer does. So if this thing sells off too much, it's pretty much a buy again, just alone on its other businesses. So $36 is a key support zone. If this dips closer to 36, I would probably consider buying some in my investment account just to accumulate Pfizer. I don't think that's ever a bad idea. Not to mention PHE, Pfizer, has a pretty decent dividend. Did I say PHE? I meant to say PFE. I'm sorry about that. See, I was just double checking on Finviz because on TD Ameritrade, this is 416. On Finviz, it says 394. And I've noticed there's been a discrepancy lately on Finviz and TD Ameritrade with the dividends. TD Ameritrade typically being higher, so I wasn't totally sure how that falls in. So yeah, Pfizer, I mean, guys, this is really worth considering. I would probably... Let me see how much I can allocate to my investment portfolio with some Pfizer. Doom. Question is, how low are we gonna go? So 36, 40s is already probably a really good spot. Honestly, I think if you could pick some up around 36, 36, that'd be pretty amazing. Well, I'm going to just put a little order in for a small position. Yeah, yeah, Micah. The stock twits is always comedic. Sometimes I just watch it if I want to get a little bit of entertainment up. Christopher's wondering why the support on Pfizer is at 36. Well, we have the 180-day moving average, which is a key zone. But actually, I was blind to this zone for a second because what I originally saw here was a lot of pivots happening around 36. And then the 180-day moving average, which a lot of traders and investors look at, kind of confirmed that. So you can see we had a huge price sell-off all the way down to around 36.20 to like 35.75. Then we had that kind of one of these dead cat bounces on the way to the downside. And then we kind of came back in this area, and then you can see on one of these big breakouts, that was a retest zone. This was when the price fell off the cliff here. It was a retest zone. When the price broke around 36, this was a retest zone. So there's a lot of kind of support and resistance here for at least short-term bounces. So I would keep an eye on for this area around 36. And I think it could be a really good spot to maybe accumulate a little bit here if you're long PFE. So that's why I was mentioning 36. James talking about space coming back. I love swing trading space. It's almost sad not looking at it every day. I used to look at it so much more. $20 has been a key zone for this so many times in the past. Looks like it's still struggling a little bit though. Nice call on HPR. It's definitely popping here. It's trying. Getting a little bit of volume back in the game. Anyone buying HPR right now? I like the fact that this volume is higher than the previous volume. That's a good sign. I like the fact that it's a 5-minute breakout, and technically this 1-minute pullback is a quite bullish sign as well. Could try a small position here. See if we can snag this breakout here. 280, 588, small size. Very small size here, just a little bit of a test trade. Well, not really a test trade, but managing my risk. It's 1034. So if we go a little bit lower, I'd probably average down into this one. Looking for that break of 6. Can we get that break of 6? Solid break there. $6 getting chipped here. Taking some profits there off the table. Quick $60 or so on HPR. Nice, not bad. Didn't like the fact that the volume wasn't really coming in. That's why I decided to take profits a little quicker. I was thinking we were going to get a break of 6 and go to like 610, 620 really fast. And since we didn't do that, I closed it out. Thanks for that call out. Appreciate it. Velocity, nice work, man. And Constantine, great call outs. I was actually in the middle of trying to deposit some more funds on my investment portfolio. CBAD, it looks like velocity helped a lot of people. Nice work, man. CBAD, nice breakout. Good call out, guys, again. I actually kind of thought I was done with day trading. I didn't think we were going to see some late morning moves like this. CBAD, got to be careful with this one, though. I'm not even sure if I'm going to trade it. Really nice volume, though, picking up here. I would have loved trading maybe this first green candle. I missed it, though. I wasn't watching it. I have ATHE on my second screen, which ended up not doing anything. So I'm actually going to close that. Yeah, you gotta watch out. Who knows? Nice 9 EMA pullback there, I gotta say. 2% move. There was a time CBAT was the huge winner. It was a slow mover, but it ended up really paying the bills here. It constantly had these pretty solid moves. They were slow, but you know, in the end of the day, it was actually ended up being quite a solid move. Let's see what kind of flag pattern this sets up. Sell volume is light. I mean, this is definitely a possibility here on CBAT. It's not my favorite ticker, though. Yeah, valid point velocity. Honestly, the amount that like this could be a good setup is offsetted by just my general unenthusiasm for this ticker, which I really don't like to be biased on tickers, but it happens when you get skunked by a ticker several times in a row. It has pretty decent volume though, 154 million dollar volume so far, and we are getting a lot of kind of late morning action into this one, so it doesn't look too bad. But honestly, I think instead of buying pullbacks on CBAT, I think it'd be safer to get aggressive in the breakouts as early as possible. I think that's how I would treat this one. We have bigger 5-minute support roughly at 777, maybe 781 or something like that. That could be also a possible setup. But then you're risking that flush under VWAP. I was wondering how long it took me to get comfortable with TD Ameritrade. Honestly, I don't have an answer for that. I've been using it since 2012, maybe. I really like their software. I find it I think within a month you're gonna like TD Ameritrade much more than any other platform. That's how I feel about it. Like it becomes very intuitive at one point. There's definitely a learning curve, and there's a lot more options, and it's a little bit more legacy on how it feels. But I really enjoy that at one point. Just a lot of playing around. I think if you're going to be in the stream as well, and you're going to be watching me, and you're going to be listening to other people, and you have questions, you throw them out as they come. I think your learning curve is going to be very quick, so I wouldn't be too worried. Yeah, Jonathan, I was like, oh God, I don't even know if I have an answer to that. Constantine, Jason, I hope Charles Schwab doesn't mess with it in any bad way, because I like there's bugs. I hope they improve it, but I hope they don't make any nonsense changes. Yeah, it's true. TOS has one of the most different interfaces for entering trades. This CBAT breakout, guys, I'm not gonna lie. This is solid, very clean trading here, but that I'm not doing. So always know why you're entering and exiting a trade. I mean, this is perfect here. This was a great bull flag breakout. I feel like I'm totally sandbagging right now. I was kind of done trading like 12 minutes ago, and the fact that I even took that HPR trade was already a little bit unorthodox for me. But yeah, man, CBAT looking very promising. Sweet breakout there as well. Congrats to anyone that was long on that one, and great call out velocity as well. Whoo, breaking higher again. Yikes. Really sweet. Oh yeah, CAN. Look at this one. Totally sneaking past my radar. Up 22% now. Well, now it's actually on my radar. I wasn't looking at it, being more or less done with trading. But yeah, great call out, Ramoli, with the really consistent move here. Nice uptrending stock. Wow, very sweet. Why is this ticker up? What is it? Cannabis ticker? No, wait, no. Canon shares climb pre-market. Oh, buyback announcement. Okay, well, that's why. Because people aren't scared. That makes a lot of sense. I was so curious what their catalyst was. So what I mean by people aren't scared is a lot of the catalysts that we're seeing on these small caps, they're like very questionable. Sometimes you don't know if there's offerings, if there's dilution. You don't know how good the news is. Sometimes there's no news and it's spiking up. But with a buyback program, I mean, that's pretty safe to say that the company is looking for a sustainable long program that is purely intended to benefit long-term shareholders, right? So that's why you got a little bit of day trading going in here, but all in all, I mean, this is just one healthy move to the upside. Makes total sense. Yeah, congrats to anyone riding this one. Who knows how far it's going to go? I would have to look more into it. $10 million buyback program. I wonder what that would pump the stock to. CAN. Yeah, it's not too much. That'd be like a 10% rally because market cap here is already 5 million, so could be at the end already. What else is going on here? Man, it's CBAG, guys. This is exactly why I was like, I don't like being overly biased on tickers, but I was overly biased on CBAT. This was a perfect bull flag here. I did not want to trade this ticker today. I think if this happened at like 9:30 or like 9:45 or even like 10:10, I probably would have traded it because I would still be in like my full on trading mindset. But you know, this was happening when I was already wrapped up on the day. And actually on my app, my phone, I was just trying to deposit some money into my investment portfolio. So I was really not in my A game right now. It is what it is. This is where the FOMO starts coming in. Does anyone feel the FOMO? Can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh, FOMO. Remember says I couldn't you kid. Guys, want to hear something depressing? Last week was the first week I did not make any money on my Yoda savings app. I don't know if you guys can see this, but my winning index is exactly 0 luck. Well, actually, my luck index is 40. I don't know if you guys can see that. My luck index is 40. My winnings was 0. Which is kind of sad. I don't know if you guys, there's a few of you guys in here already, and I see you guys in the app. If you guys are interested in having a savings account, check out Yoda. It's actually kind of good fun. My mom and I are always competing with each other. If you use the code Winkler, you get 100 free lottery tickets. It's basically like any other savings app, except there's an additional lottery kind of integration on the app where for every $25 you have deposited, you get 1 free lottery ticket. You have a chance of winning $10 million, yeah, but actually their interest rates are really, really good. The problem is, you know, lottery earnings are actually taxed as income. I think once it's over like $600, but you know, that's a good problem to have if ever it does come to that. But for now, I'm using this app, and I've already posted in the Discord. Yeah, if you guys are not part of the Discord, check it out. It's right here. There's a lot of activity actually in it this weekend. I didn't write back to a few things, so I gotta check it out a little bit later today. And if you're totally new here and you would like to learn more about day trading, swing trading, all that fun stuff, guys, check out the Foundation video series. It'll get you caught up to speed right away. And actually, I'll talk about Webull really quickly here. If you guys are looking for a free scanner, I would recommend TD Ameritrade. We have a video on the scanner on how to set it up. That's what I'm using over here on the left-hand side. Or check out Webull. They have a really good pre-market scanner that actually likes sometimes more than TD Ameritrade scanner. Just check it out. The only problem with it is like the filters are really relaxed. Like they kind of suck. But you can do some manual filtering, just figure out what the small caps are. It's very simple. And there's usually not too many lead gappers anyway. So I would check out Webull, and if you're in a savings account, definitely check out with Yoda, Yoda Bank, Yoda Savings. Use the code WINKLER. Yeah, cool. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, Jonathan says TOS has the dankest free scanners. That's 100% true. Yoda's probably the closest thing I get to gambling. I'm not a big fan of gambling, which is kind of probably funny as my career is literally a day trader, but I don't view day trading as gambling. At least my statistics say it's not. And Yoda, it's an investment account. I don't pay for the lottery tickets, right? So that's why it's kind of fun. Anyway, I hope I got 16 tickets right now. I hope next week I have better luck because I was a little disappointed last week. I pretty much cried. Yeah, Jared, super true. That's actually how I heard about it as well. It was a pretty sweet when I checked it out. I was like, oh yeah, man, this totally makes sense. I really like it because on this channel, we focus a lot on sustainability and you know, being pretty much a little bit more level-headed, not getting too aggressive, not using leverage, just doing sustainable trading. 1 second, my laptop's not plugged in. And I feel like the Yoda Savings Bank really followed those guidelines nicely. That's why I was really into it. Getting some notifications here. CBAT falling off a cliff. Thanks for that update, Constantine. This is pretty much what I was worried about the whole entire time, but it's actually, you know, for a flush, 7% isn't exactly the worst. It's not like one of these, or honestly, ATHE with its 30% flushes sometimes were just so nasty. So yeah, that was a 20% flush. This was a 21. I think, okay, that was pre-market then. Yeah, this was pre-market, 33. That was nasty. All right. All right, guys, so I'm pretty much done with trading here. We're looking at a few tickers today. I do want to talk about a little bit about SpaceX, guys, in the recap video today. So if you're curious, definitely go ahead and consider checking that out. I'll see you guys in the recap video. SpaceX and some other ways to go long space companies. As obviously you guys know, SpaceX is not a public ticker, but Elon Musk came out with some interesting news about going public, not specifically with SpaceX, but I want to share some of that with you guys and my thoughts. Yeah, super true, Jonathan. Super true. I think it's because a lot of people hear about the thing where there's like every portfolio doesn't beat the market after 20 years or something like that, which is true. And like mutual funds are a horrible investment, and it really becomes down to the fees that you're paying the portfolio managers a lot of the times. But day trading is not investing, right? It's a job. You're taking very calculated trades. You're taking your profits when you have them. You're cutting your losses when you're past your risk. And if you make it very systematic, it becomes more or less like it's not investing. It's a job, more or less. It's a really fun one. JK is long FUV. All right. Nice little rally. Whoa. I like this. This is what makes me happy. 12.5%. Sweet. And it broke out from this flag pattern that we were talking about. Was that last week that we were talking about FUV? Sweet move here. Good to see that. Congrats to anyone long this ticker. This is looking good. Volume's okay. I would be a little bit more comfortable if the volume was bigger, but I do like the fact that it's breaking out on earnings. That's a really good sign. So I would, if I'm not long now, I would be waiting for a little bit of a healthy dip, probably closer to the 9 EMA, which would probably be around $8, maybe even a little bit below $8 if I was not long FUV and I wanted to go long. Interesting stuff, man. I'm not sure about DAL. I wasn't looking into it. Don't forget to drop a like, guys, if you haven't done so already. I really do appreciate it. And if you're totally new, consider subscribing. I'd love to see you guys again, who is not subscribed at least. DAL, yeah, I wonder if this is going to be a breakout of 40 here. Delta Airlines. I haven't done my due diligence on pretty much any airline, so I don't really want to be talking about it in some sort of way where, you know, I'm misleading you guys. Me personally, I don't know if I do have the time to do my due diligence, but I would love to buy jets at some point in time. This is an ETF on airlines that we talk about quite often, so that's what I'm looking for. But man, talk about missing the move. I had my limit order here at 16 something, and then I moved it down when all my other swing trades went down a little bit more, thinking I'd be getting a better price. Whoo, was I wrong? Was I wrong on that one? No problem, Jonathan. All right, guys, I'll see you then first thing tomorrow morning, and I'll see you guys in the recap video as well. Like always, stay safe, make some awesome trades. It was a chill trading day with you guys today. We're wrapping up here. Decent little profit, nothing really too crazy. We're up $300 today. So not a bad day, $300 in the bank. Friday we were down a little bit, and then Thursday we were down a bit as well. So I got to get back in the green, but this is nice. We're starting this week off green. This month is still very green, which is nice, but last week was just not my best performance. So nice to get back on track here a little bit, even though, you know, very small kind of start. Green is green, right, James? I like it. All right, guys, peace out. I'll see you next time. Like always, stay safe, make some awesome trades. This is our last week in Berlin, and then I'll see you guys in Florida literally on Monday as well, next Monday. So that's pretty exciting as well. Peace.